Hey, greetings, my YouTube family and my Twitch family. Welcome back to another edition of a Metalhead Reacts to Rap with your boy Frodo T Baggins. All right, so I had a suggestion from one of my coworkers. So I was working with at work obviously with my coworker the other day, and we were talking about the YouTube channel, and she's like, "How's things been? How's your reactions?" I'm like, "Oh, the reactions are going really good. Everybody's loving my Wu-Tang reactions. I'm really into rap music now, and I'm really enjoying it." And she's like, "Oh yeah, I love rap music." And she was telling me some of her favorite bands. I'm like, "Oh yeah, I've heard that one. I've actually heard that one." And she's like, "Have you ever heard of a guy called Tom MacDonald?" And I'm like, "No." And she's like, "I love Tom MacDonald. He's really one of my favorite rappers." And I'm like, "Huh, okay. What's he do? What's he talk about?" And she's like, "Well, one of my favorite songs is about being politically incorrect." And I'm like, "Really?" That's always been a subject for me that I found fascinating. I'm a child of the 70s and 80s, okay? I grew up as a teenager in the 80s, and back then things were different, guys. You got to understand that maybe they were wrong. They were still wrong back then, but it was more tolerated, Things were more tolerated than they are today. You couldn't say certain things today, that you could back then. Yeah, it was still wrong looking back, but it was tolerated. You give somebody a hug at work back in the day, it wasn't a big deal. I mean, yeah, if you're harassing them, obviously that's a big deal. But, if you gave somebody a hug at work back in the day, it was no big deal. Nowadays, you can't do that. It's like they tell you, keep your hands to yourself, your comments to yourself. Back in the day, you could make jokes. Maybe they were a little, insensitive. Maybe they were, a little racy. But back then, it wasn't as bad. Nowadays, you can't do that. So I think, you got to really imagine back in history, and even going back further, that even though it may not have been right, it was still more tolerable. But nowadays, we don't tolerate as much. We get more offended. We get more upset easier with things. And I guess that's where she said this particular song is going. So I'm going to check it out and listen to it, and we're going to get right into it and see what it's all about. I never heard of the guy, but if Jackie likes him, and I'll take her suggestion. And she helped me out greatly the other day at work. So, that's like, I want to do this for her as she recommended it. So let's pop it up on the screen, and we're going to get right into Tom MacDonald, Politically Incorrect. All right.
My generation's afraid of opinions. Y'all so intolerant. They're ashamed of themselves because they're privileged and whiter. They're black and the opposite. You get charged with harassment for hugging a woman to give a compliment.
Yeah, see, like that, I literally just said that. Yeah.
Not way too sensitive yet. Offended to death. Bring all the coffins in.
Wow.
I swear that y'all are mad at everything that don't affect your life. Hey. I swear that y'all believe that being offended just means that you're right. Hey, I swear that y'all just want to be the only ones who everyone lies. Hey, I swear at you ninnies, you probably so triggered you.
He called them ninnies? That's a great insult, man. Y'all are ninnies. Like, ninnies, like, I haven't heard that in ages.
Cry, and nobody wants to be real. Everyone's scared of how everyone feels. We become so ultra sensitive and hyper tolerant that honestly, honesty gonna be illegal. It's crazy, y'all get so shocked and bothered from people saying things that aren't responsible. If that seems logical, y'all are weak then. If someone says retard, it ruins your weekend.
Yeah.
And that's retarded. My hair been in braids because it looks hella awesome. Y'all like to scream I appropriate culture, but I don't hear nothing. I'm paying homage. Y'all are just trying to get likes on your comments, Googling quotes that are socially
Yeah, you see what he's saying? Like, I appropriate culture, but I don't hear I'm paying homage. So, it's like other cultures, he's obviously taking things from their culture, and people would get offended by that and say, "Hey, you're a poser, you're just copying our culture." But, I get what he's saying here.
Conscious and saying you're woke doesn't make you a prophet. It makes you a liar and stupid up. Always on that blah, blah. Y'all should keep it to yourselves. Miss me with that drama. You must think I'm someone else.
It's a good beat, too.
Cause y'all don't wanna with me. Cause I don't feel the pressure. No, I will not be censored.
Apparently you will be.
That's why they with me.
I didn't know this was censored.
My name will be remembered, and I will live forever. I bet y'all hate that y'all are stuck with me. Happy Halloween. For one evening only, you wear what you want. Unless it's a poncho, a headdress, or afro, you'll piss someone off.
Oh, shit.
I'd say Merry Christmas, but I know that it's about to be gone. If religious freedom's such a dire issue, why you dress like a priest in October for fun? Don't.
Yeah, okay, so that's another good point he brings up right there. you say Merry Christmas. We've always said Merry Christmas, especially back in the day. But nowadays, it's getting to the point where people don't want to hear that. You know, it's like, well, I don't celebrate Christmas. I'm, this or I'm that, and I don't really, So then you say, well, okay, Happy Holidays. Oh, well, I don't want to say that. So I get where he's coming from on that one. Yeah, it's pretty spot on here so far.
Don't let them censor your thoughts. Don't let them make you regret that you talk. Don't let them tell you that nice is the law, trying to make you all righter when nothing is wrong. Yeah, words hurt you, clothes hurt you, memes hurt you, jokes hurt you, we hurt you. Half the time you don't even probably know what hurt you, but you're super mad. Trust we hurt you. You a pawn in a broken system. Are you triggered much? You been showing symptoms. Y'all are so addicted to being hopeless victims. Y'all can crash a plane and blame the road.
You could crash a plane and blame the road conditions. Ooh, man, he's just feeling out. I guess he just don't like all the, being politically correct, does he?
And your only sickness is your social vision. Makes you scared of choices, but you pro decisions. So you march a lot, but never go the distance. Yelling way too loud until no one listens. Always on that blah, blah. Y'all should keep it to yourselves. Miss me with that drama. You must think I'm someone else. Cause y'all don't wanna with me. Cause I don't feel the pressure. No, I will not be censored. I'm not afraid, that's why they with me. My name will be remembered, and I will live forever. I bet y'all hate that y'all are stuck with me. You look like the devil, you sound like some Christians. You just want a medal for asking permission. You just want a pat on the back in addition to being so tolerant. Fine, I admit it, you're nicer, you're better, you're righter, you're brilliant. Most sensitive creatures in all of existence. My freedom of thought should be censored or prison. The world would be better if we weren't so different.
Yeah.
Always on that blah, blah. Y'all should keep it to yourselves. Miss me with that drama. You must think I'm someone else. Cause y'all don't wanna with me. Cause I don't feel the pressure. No, I will not be censored. I'm not afraid, that's why they with me. My name will be remembered, and I will live forever. I bet y'all hate that y'all are stuck with me.
Not too shabby there. Not too shabby at all. Yeah, that was a pretty good song. I mean, I definitely get where he's coming from. Like I said, it may not be right, but today I think we're a little bit too intolerant today, and being politically correct today is, you're walking on eggshells a lot. You really got to be careful. But yeah, this overall song was pretty good. I liked it. So that was a good suggestion. Well, guys, I'm going to keep this one real today. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. Keep hanging out. I'm going to get this one out. I've got a couple more videos for you. Maybe even a surprise for you here. A heavily requested song. You might have to tune in to see which one that's going to be. But, it's more than likely going to be Wu-Tang Clan. So, you know me. Alrighty, guys. Well, anyway, I appreciate y'all hanging out. Appreciate you checking this out. And until then, guys, I'll catch you next time.